Now, when you're on the golf course, how many of you have really struggled? You've hit it beautifully on the range, but then you get out here and it all goes to pot. It all goes Pete Tong. And that's a big problem because you feel really frustrated because you feel it was going brilliantly on the range, but then out on the golf course, it's a massive struggle. That is never a good thing. It doesn't fill us with much confidence. And it's more to do with the fact of these couple of things that we're going to be focusing on today. Now, what do you do when you hit a bad shot? What do? You focus on trying to repair the technique. So whatever you feel you're trying to do, whether it's taking the club back straighter rather than inside or too far out, whether it's hinging, whether it's trying to get the weight onto the left, whatever, you think about those on that golf course. But the problem is, one, it might not be the right fix, but also two, you're filling your mind with a load of stuff. If we think back to our best rounds of golf, I bet my mortgage that you will go out there and you'll think about absolutely nothing. You'll just go out there, enjoy the round of golf. And that's the best way to be. We've got to make sure we just do it, just go out there and just enjoy it. And what will be, will be. Here's the deal. If we try and be more in control of it, the worse the shots will end up. We have to do one main thing to stop that rot, to really stop that rot of those bad shots. And it's this. You have to make sure you complete your swing. Now, what do we mean by complete your swing? We've got to make sure when we take that club nice and through that ball, we've got to make sure that we're allowing that golf club just to go a little bit more around us on the way through. Because the problem is, if we're trying to guide it down there, we end up trying to defensively almost cricket drive the ball down there, and we end up trying to control it. We work against the golf club rather than with the golf club. If we just allow that golf club to swing, it gains momentum. Now, to some of you, this might feel out of control, but if you really allow when you hit a few bad shots, when you feel like you're allowing that golf swing to be completed, it makes it a lot easier and a lot more probability that you will hit better shots, and therefore your score will come down and you'll hit what I like to call better bad shots. So you won't hit those disasters that shank off, that fat duff, that hook left, whatever it might be. Those really add up. Those are your triples, your quadruple bogeys. But if you just make sure you're completing your swing on the way through without thinking about anything else, I can guarantee the chance of you hitting better bad shots go massively up, and your score therefore will come down. Then go and repair your technique on the driving range. Don't try and repair it on the golf course. Try and repair it out onto the driving range where there's no consequence. Out here, there's a consequence. But we've got to make sure when we get onto this golf course, we're just swinging with freedom, completing the swing, and not trying to repair the technique. This is not the place to try and repair that technique.